Watched the president's 4th of July address last night. I felt like I had to. And some of it was moving. I mean, when you see the faces of veterans who were at Normandy or Iwo Jima, it's incredibly powerful. Those people are the real heroes of freedom. But that's not what we're going to talk about. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how incredibly divisive this speech was, how he talked about the American family and then started talking about the enemies within. And the words that resonated in my head as he spoke were not the words of a founding father, but a pastor named Martin Niemöller, who wrote a poem after the Holocaust in 1946, and I'm sure you know it. First, they came for the communists, and I did not speak up because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak up because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak up because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak up for me. Welcome to the resistance. I just finished my Skinhead Stories webinar, where I get to talk about the research I did hanging out with racist skinheads in the 80s and 90s and what that research tells us about the moment we're in. And a question came up at the end that I thought was really thought-provoking, which is not about skinheads, but about the Grant Plattner situation, and what does that tell us about all of this? And, I think there is some idea on the left that the way to beat Trump is to out-Trump Trump. What do I mean by that? To have a manly man in there, that we've tried Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris, and what we really need is a man's man who can recapture the young white male vote that went for Trump, that went into the manosphere. And we need to bring them back with a guy who's an oyster farmer and a misogynist. Somehow that's going to bring things over. And, I get it. I get the political calculations of trying to recapture a specific demographic with a particular character. But that seems to be really wrong in this moment, that what we have learned about that world is that the appeal of that traditional version of masculinity, the autonomous, rough and tough fighter who hates diversity, is not helping men at all. That this version of patriarchy, where, real men talk about eating beef and bitches, is disserving men, that men are hurting because of it. Not only